Welcome to Ask AdWords. My name is Alex. I'm on the AdWords team here in Mountain View, California.
And my name is Joe. I'm also on the AdWords team in California.
Cool. So welcome. This show exists to answer your questions. It's a show that's designed for you and guided by your questions that you send in to us over social media using the hashtag AskAdWords. So let's get right down to some of the questions that we've selected for this week. Starting off with the question we have here from Shazad, who asks, is it a bad idea to advertise on AdWords if my product is too narrow and even if my main keywords have a lower keyword search volume? That's a great question, and my answer is no. In fact, I think AdWords is probably one of the best mediums for advertising when you have a very specific niche product, because you only pay when someone clicks, and you can control who sees your ads through searches, through keywords, and various other targeting methods. So yes, there may not be that many people searching for your product right now, but when they do search, you can be there at the top of the page, and when they click, they're likely to be really interested and probably pretty likely to convert. A pretty high return on investment strategy, in my opinion.
Absolutely. In my experience, the advertisers that have called in, the ones that have been successful with AdWords in the long run, are the ones that are specific and very targeted. AdWords is going to reward you if a high percentage of people click on your ad, and if you have a really good quality score, where your ad's going to show higher on the page at a lower cost to you. So I wouldn't worry about lower search volume at all. As long as everything is targeted, you have a lot of negative keywords, you can be successful with AdWords in the long run.
Yeah, and AdWords is also a great way to expand the market. If down the line you want to go beyond people just searching for your specific product, you could you could use keywords for similar products, or searches from people that you think might be interested. So I think it's great in both regards, expanding your market and then also just getting a high return on investment. So let's hop down to the next question.
Absolutely. Second question comes from Denise. Do you plan to have a Google AdWords Academy just like Google Analytics did? That's a great question. We recently had a Google Analytics sort of training. It ended recently. There was actually a lot of positive remarks associated with it. So as far as Google AdWords, there actually is something in our Help Center that you can look at right now. So if you were to go to our AdWords Help Center, there's a bar across the top of the screen. At the top it says Guides to Success. You can click on that. There's a little drop down. That third option down says Courses, and you'll notice that it says Online Marketing 101. It's a great course about AdWords. There's also a lot of resources on YouTube. You can watch this video on repeat and learn a lot. So
yeah, Joe's got it pulled up right there. The
absolutely,
AdWords Help
looks
Center.
beautiful.
It's telling you straight from his computer. So last question comes from Marco. The question is, why is there a discrepancy between AdWords for video views and YouTube views?
It's a good question.
Yeah, that's a great question. It's a question we get from time to time. So we actually kind of expect that between AdWords for video views and your YouTube view counter, that there is some, in most cases, a very minor discrepancy. In my experience, 10 to 15% is around what I see. Mm-hmm. And that comes down to the fact that you have to remember that you're dealing with two different products, right? There's AdWords and then there's YouTube. And these two different products count views two different ways. There's a lot of similarities, but there are some minor, differences between, whether or not, it's a repeat viewer, right? Or it's a certain length of time that's required for a view to be counted. Sometimes it's also just the timing of the reporting. Maybe you're looking at earlier in the day, and later on one of them will update and not in sync with the other. But it's really nothing to be worried about if it's pretty minor. Again, it's something that we expect, and it doesn't mean people aren't watching your video or seeing your advertisement. It just simply means that the two different products count things slightly differently. Then there's also the reverse situation where maybe you have more YouTube views than you do AdWords for video views, and that can come from many different sources. There's people organically finding your video on YouTube or searching on Google, whatever it may be, you showing your video to your friends. So that's what we're going to do with this video.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, those are the three questions we've selected for this week.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it. Throughout the week, if you have any questions, please feel free to use the hashtag AskAdWords at any social media outlet, and we will definitely take a look and try to answer those. So we will see you next week. Have a good one.
Bye.